Hi there, and welcome to this gentle heart opening sequence. You might want to grab a block in addition to your yoga mat. And then once you have your props, take a moment to get comfortable in Shavasana, relaxing on your back. Take a moment to notice all the places where the backside of your body touches your yoga mat. And feel the support of Mother Earth. Let's take a few cleansing breaths together to set the stage for class. Begin by emptying any air out of your lungs. Now take a nourishing breath in. Open your mouth, blow it out. Again, full breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. Now inhale, begin to pull your knees into your chest. And take some time here swaying side to side, massaging out your lower back. Now bring your knees into an upside down tabletop and place your hands on your thighs. Begin to press your hands into your knees and your knees back into your hands. And as you do so, feel your core engage. Hug your navel up and in towards your spine and continue to breathe here, starting to warm up the core. One more inhale. Now exhale, hug your knees into your chest and relax your feet back down by your hips. Bring them hip width distance close enough that your hands could graze your feet. And then on an inhale breath, lift your hips high into the air for bridge pose. Use your inhales to lift your hips and your exhales to pull your knees forward towards the top of your space. One more inhale here, stretching the front lines of our body. Then on your next exhale, nice and easy, start to drop your hips back down towards the mat. As your hips touch down, hug your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze, resetting your spine. Now bring your hands to the creases of your knees and take a couple of rolls forward and back along the length of your spine, finding the momentum to take a seat. Once you have, extend your legs long in front of you for a seated forward bend. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, surrender forward into your stretch. Feel free to allow your neck to relax here and your head to hang heavy as you stretch out the back lines of your body. Relax your jaw. And perhaps deepen your breath here. We're here for just a few more moments. Now with your next inhale breath, begin to crawl your hands back up towards you to take a seat. Bring your legs behind you and we'll meet in tabletop shape, all fours. Moving into some cats and cows with your next inhale, drop your belly down for a cow pose. And exhale, reverse that arch your spine, hug your navel up and in cat pose. Inhale, revisit cow pose. And exhale, find your way back into scared cat. Now continue to alternate between these two for a few more rounds of breath, just loosening up your spine, hips, and shoulders. After your next exhale breath, find your way into neutral spine tabletop. And then from there, step back to your high plank, top of a push-up position. Lengthen your body by reaching your heels back and the crown of your head forward. Engage your legs and hug your core up and in. Keep your head lifted by gazing towards the top of your space, and then send your hips up and back to your downward facing dog. You've got a few rounds of breath here to work your dog, so feel free to pedal out your legs or shake out your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide here to give your down dog a nice, stable base. Now inhale, lift your right leg, three-legged dog, and exhale, warrior one stance. Put your foot behind your hand, pivot your left heel down. Lift up to your warrior one stance. Your left heel touches down to the mat here. Press into both feet to square your hips, encouraging right hip back, left hip forward. Now interlace your hands behind you. Inhale, lift your heart, and exhale, hinge forward in this humble warrior. Head and neck can relax here, but continue to press the ground away with your feet to keep your lower half active. One more inhale. Exhale, release your fist to your back and then your hands to frame your front foot. Soft straighten your front leg for a pyramid pose and then surrender your torso towards your thigh. Keep rooting your left heel down to the mat here. Now plant your hands on your mat. Bend your right knee, step your left leg a little back, and then step forward into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift your heart, and exhale, surrender back down, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute, reach your arms up and overhead, and then interlace your hands behind your neck, find a gentle back bend here. Feel free to soften your knees to give your lower back a little extra space. Inhale, release, upward salute, and exhale, dive over your legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your high plank position. Feel free to use your knees for support here as you lower all the way down to your stomach. As you arrive, untuck your toes and inhale, lift your heart, low cobra. Use the strength of your spine here to lift you rather than your arms, and keep your chin tucked so your neck stays long. Exhale, release back down. Inhale to tabletop, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg behind you, and exhale, warrior one leg. Step your left foot behind your left hand, pivot your right foot down. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, warrior one. Again, take a moment here to square your hips, and then press into the knife edge of your back foot to lift your right arch. Inhale here, and exhale, release your hands behind you, create a fist. Inhale, lift your heart, and exhale, surrender forward, humble warrior. Pull your feet towards one another to create that nice stable base as you continue to pull your left hip back. Relax your neck. Inhale. Exhale, release your fist to your back, and then plant your hands around your front left foot. Soft straighten your front knee for pyramid pose. Keep spiraling that left hip back. Breathe into the stretch. Now begin to plant your hands. Bend your left knee, step your right foot further back, and then step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now bring your hands behind you as if you're sliding them down your jeans pockets. And with that leverage, push your hips forward as you lift your heart for another gentle back bend. Again, feel free to soften your knees to find a little bit more space. Inhale, release. And exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to high plank. Again, feel free to use your knees for support as you lower all the way down to your stomach. As you arrive, inhale, low cobra. And exhale, release back down. Inhale, tabletop shape, press the ground away. And exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a few cleansing breaths into your down dog. And then begin to walk your hands back to meet your feet for a forward fold in the back of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now bend your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead for chair pose, Utkatasana. Draw your weight back towards your heels. Sit nice and low. Inhale here. And exhale, hinge forward, bring your belly to your thighs, interlace your hands behind you. Reach your fist up and overhead as you extend your legs, relaxing your head. One more inhale. Feel the stretch across your heart space and your chest. Then exhale, release your fist. Inhale, return to chair pose. Exhale, dive forward, taste your grip. Inhale, heart opener. And exhale, release one more time through. Inhale, chair. Exhale, dive forward, take your grip. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, release. Inhale, grand finale chair pose. Exhale, dive over your legs. Nice job. Begin to crawl your hands back forward, making your way back into your downward facing dog. Now inhale, lift your right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open up your hip, taking some circles through ankle or knee. Now exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach. Last time. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, step or guide your foot through to your lunge. Tap your left knee down for crescent moon. And as you're ready, reach your arms up and overhead, crescent moon. Allow your hips to sink forward here as you guide your left hip slightly forward. Now bring your hands back to your front thigh, bend your left knee behind you, and reach your left hand around to capture your foot. As you breathe into this quad stretch, continue to send your hips forward to stretch them as well. Now gently release that back foot down, and as you've gained your balance, inhale, lift up, crescent lunge. Begin press into your feet to square your hips, guiding left hip forward, right hip back. Inhale. Exhale, cactus, back bend, cactus. Your arms puff up your heart, perhaps sink into your lunge. Inhale, release, crescent lunge. And exhale, open up, warrior two. Pivot your back foot to face towards the long edge of your mat and reach your arms out to a T. Relax your shoulders here as you reach and engage your core instead. Inhale, reverse your warrior, flip your right palm, reach up and overhead. Left hand can graze left thigh, hip, or come into a half bind. Really reach up and back, stretching the right side of your rib cage. Final breath in. Exhale, extended side angle, reach your arms to a T and then reach forward. When you can't reach anymore, drop your right elbow to your right thigh, left arm reaches up and overhead. Encourage your heart to twist up towards the ceiling of your space. Unclench your jaw. Now engage the sides of your bodies. Inhale, pull up into star pose, arms reach overhead. And then exhale, bring your hands to your hips, pigeon toe your toes. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, dive over your legs, prasarita straddle stretch. You've got a few rounds of breath to hang here. Feel free to release through the neck and maybe wiggle out your hips. Begin to bring your hands back underneath you. Inhale, halfway lift your heart. And exhale, low lunge to the top of your space, pivot over your right shoulder. Inhale, step back to your high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Enjoy a free round of breath right here. Now inhale, lift your left leg behind you. Again, bend your knee, open up your hip, draw some circles. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, last one, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through, crescent moon. Tap your right knee down. And as you're ready, arms reach overhead, crescent moon. Again, sink your hips forward. Enjoy this stretch to your left glute and the front of your right hip. Moving back into our quad stretch, bring your left forearm to your left thigh, bend your right knee behind you, and reach your right arm around to capture your foot. If you get the grip, begin to pull your heel towards your glute as you sink back into your lunge. Now ever so gently release your grip from that foot, set it back down. Lift your back knee, inhale, reach your arms overhead, crescent lunge. Take a moment to settle in and to square your hips. Inhale. Exhale, cactus back bend, puff up your heart, keep holding that lunge. Inhale, release, crescent lunge, and exhale, open up, warrior two. Again, actively reach your arms in opposite directions and pull your left knee a little bit to the left to keep your hip nice and open here. Inhale, reverse warrior, flip your left palm, reach up and overhead. Use inhales to reach, exhales to lunge. Next exhale is extended side angle, reach forward, left elbow to left thigh, right arm reaches up and overhead. Draw your right shoulder more towards your hips than your ears here. Find more side body engagement. Inhale, right arm pulls you up into star pose. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, dive forward, prasarita. Again, we have a few moments here. Feel free to capture behind your heels to give you something to pull on. Now begin to bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, low lunge to the top of your space. Inhale, step back, high plank. And exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. This is our flow. We'll walk through it twice more, breath to movement. But for now, come back into your body. Inhale, lift your right leg, three-legged dog. And exhale, just once, knee to nose. Inhale, re-extend. And exhale, step through to your lunge. Back knee stays lifted. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, pulls you up, star pose. Exhale, prasarita, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, low lunge to the top of your space. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog, side two. Inhale, lift your left. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, step or guide it through to your lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star pose. And exhale, prasarita. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, low lunge to the top of your space. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Once again, a round of breath or two here to reset. Let's do it again. Inhale, lift your right. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, prasarita. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank, step back. And exhale, downward facing dog, last side. Inhale, lift your left. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, prasarita. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now tap your knees down and send your hips back and down to child's pose. Take a moment to reconnect with your breath and to feel back into the sensations in your body here. Notice any heat or energy from the flow we just did. Now, keeping your child's pose legs, walk your hands back so you're seated on your heels. Plant your right hand behind you. Inhale, sweep your left arm up and overhead, sending your hips forward for Rock Star Asana. Stretch the front and left side of your body. Now release your hips back down, plant your left and sweep your right up and overhead to even out, moving into the other side. Again, drop your hips back down. And begin to make your way into tabletop shape. From there, drop down to your forearms and step your feet back to your forearm plank position. Just like in your plank pose, reach your heels back and the crown of your head forward, keeping your head lifted here. Feel free to tap your knees down to the mat for a little extra support if this gets too intense at any point. Soften your jaw. Now set your knees back down and sit back on your heels, resting your forehead on the mat and your arms long behind you for embryo pose. Allow the backside of your body to relax here and feel the stretch. Now begin to walk your hands back underneath your shoulders and press into them to make your way into a seat. From there, lift up to kneeling, bringing your knees to about hip-width distance. Tuck your toes under, and once again bring your hands into your back pockets. Squeeze your elbows together. Inhale, begin to lift your heart, and exhale, begin to arch backwards into camel pose. Continue to press your hips forward here, and don't forget to breathe. With your next inhale, gently lift back up. Untuck your toes and sit back on your heels. Take a moment to ground. Feel any energy that was created in that big, vulnerable camel pose start to settle in your body, and come back to your breath here. Now begin to swing your legs out in front of you, and we'll meet with butterfly legs with our feet together and our knees out wide. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, begin to crawl forward. Feel free to arch your back and stretch it out. Head can hang heavy here. Surrender for a few more moments. Begin to walk your hands back up towards you. As you come to a seat, bring them underneath your knees to close your knees up. Keep your right knee bent and extend your left leg long. Cross your right leg over your left, plant your right hand behind you. Inhale, lift your left, and exhale, twist right towards your bent knee. You can hook your left elbow over your knee to help drive a deeper twist. Use your inhales to lengthen your spine, and your exhales to drive your twist. Now with your next inhale, unwind your twist, and exhale, twist open the opposite direction for a reset. Come back to neutral, swap out your legs. Inhale, lift your right arm, and exhale, twist a right elbow over left knee. And inhales to lengthen, and exhales to drive your twist over your left shoulder here. Half Lord of the Fishes. Use your next inhale to unwind, and then exhale, twist open to the right. Inhale, unwind, and then scoot forward so your toes come towards the top of your space. Reach your arms forward, engage your core, and roll down onto your back as slowly as you can. Try to keep your feet planted as you do so. Once you have made your way all the way down, begin to hug your knees into your chest. We'll set up for 3 sets of bridge pose next, so begin by releasing your feet down. They arrive hip-width distance, close enough that your fingers could graze them. Inhale, press into your feet to lift your hips high into the air, perhaps creating a fist underneath you. With each inhale, lift your hips a little higher, and exhale, reach your knees forward towards the top of your space. Now gently lower your hips back down to the mat. Bringing your arms out to a T or a cactus, and windshield wiper your knees a couple times from side to side to release your back. Setting up for round 2, come back into your bridge position. Again, inhale, press into your feet to lift your hips high into the air. Moving into a little balanced strengthening pose, toe heel your left foot a little bit to the right, and then press into it, engage your core, lift your right leg up and overhead. Flex your toes like you're trying to stand on the ceiling here. Keep lifting your hips, and then gently put your foot back down and lower yourself back down to your hips. Just like before, bring your arms to a T or a cactus, and windshield wiper your knees from side to side a couple times. Now we'll do the same thing with the other side, so again, prepare for bridge. Inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips high into the air. This time wiggle your right foot a little to the left, and then send your left leg up into the air. Keep lifting your hips here, keep breathing, And then again, rebend your left knee, plant it down, and gently drop your hips back down to the mat. As you arrive here, feel free to windshield wiper your knees side to side a few more times. And we'll eventually meet in Supta Baddha Konasana, with our feet together and our knees wide. Arms can stay in that cactus or that T, or perhaps bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your stomach. Take a moment to rest here, allowing any energy from those bridge poses to drain out of your body. Now bring your hands underneath your knees, close your knees up, and hug them into your chest. Maybe find another gentle sway side to side. Now keep your right knee hugged and extend your left leg long. Inhale here, and exhale, supine twist. Use your left hand to guide your right knee across your body. Right arm can reach out to a T or a cactus, or perhaps gaze over it to complete your twist with your neck. Relax every muscle in your body here. Use your next inhale to unwind. Figure 4 is next, so bend your left knee and stack your right ankle on top. You can stay here or lift your legs. Take a grip below or behind your left knee and pull your legs in towards you for a slightly deeper stretch. One more inhale. And exhale, release to full body stretch. Inhale, pull your left knee into your chest. And exhale, supine twist. Use your right hand to guide that knee across your body. Same as before, find your alignment. And then relax through every muscle in your body here. Use your next inhale to unwind. And we'll find figure 4, this time left ankle on top of right knee. Same 2 options as before. Either way, make sure head, neck, and shoulders all connect back down to your yoga mat as you rest here a little longer. One more inhale here. Exhale, hug your knees back into your chest. Stay there, or maybe open up into a happy baby, capturing outer edges of feet, ankles, or maybe behind your knees. Stay here, perhaps you bring your legs up and overhead to legs up the wall. And from there, move into plow pose to stretch out your back. You'll start to lift your hips, bringing your feet behind you, and you can bend your elbows to support your lower back. If you do choose plow, please gaze straight ahead towards your knees to keep your neck safe in this shape. Once you're ready to release, you have an option for shoulder stand, stacking your feet over your shoulders for a breath or 2 for a gentle inversion. After shoulder stand, gently rest your hips back down onto the mat. Hug your knees into your chest one more time. Give yourself a big squeeze. Inhale. And your exhale is your final Shavasana. Stretch out and take up some space. Allow your body, your mind, and your breath to all rest here. I'll leave you here in Shavasana. Please stay for as long as feels nourishing and good in your body. I hope this class helped to stretch out the front lines of your body, to strengthen your muscles, and to relieve a little stress. The light and the love and the teacher within me sees and bows to the light and the love and the teacher within you. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. Have a great day.